Okay, so interwebkaiju here. This is some Godzilla toilet paper. Weird. And this is the Prophecies of Nostradamus.
The Prophecies of Nostradamus is a 70s Toho film dealing mostly with disastrous events predicted by Nostradamus, people who are scolded for believing in these predictions, and others who are affected by them. These strange occurrences range from unexpected rapid floral growth to kids with superpowers, all the way to floods and earthquakes caused by climate change. Throughout the movie, there is a lot of talk about how to help heal the planet for the future, and I believe that's what this movie was trying to do. Make people more self-conscious about their effects on the world. That being said, the constant jumping to different characters and occurrences show off a lot, and I do mean a lot, of different sets and filming locations, which in itself is impressive, but made even more so by how well they fit their scenes and how many of them have their own beautiful accompanied shots. The score is something else. The title credits are set to this eerie yet beautiful piece that incorporates acoustic strings, piercing whistles, and some horns. It's very unique, and unlike a lot of Toho movies, I don't think any of the songs are reused or just altered ones found in other movies. Well, at least none that I've seen. I love the music in this film, and the songs fit wonderfully with their scenes, often making them even more emotional. Cinematography is great, pans and focus transitions are fantastic, this 360 interrogation shot is cool, and this flamethrower shooting at the camera, wonderful. As promised in my intro, here are the oversized slugs, and they look quite good. Actually, most of the effects look good. Explosions look and sound great. There are people on fire that look extremely well done. There's no bulky flame suit or stiff acting. This guy is very unsettling. His look, his movements. There's also no music or real sound effects the entire time he's on screen. Just some windy background noise. It's just a great little part of the film. I really like these motorcycle cliff jumps. They just come out of nowhere and are straight stunts. On its own, it'd be okay, but just randomly in this movie with this aesthetic and build up from the shots leading to it, fantastic. Not that the establishing shots make you think they're going to drive off a cliffside, but they do make it all better. There's a lot of images that could be real, pictures of dead animals and people. They could not be real, but I'm always iffy on these parts of movies. On one hand, it's not something I want to see. On the other hand, why use makeup for something the studio could just get real footage of? These real shots may be hard to stomach, but it's powerful, especially if the movie uses it at the right time to convey whatever the message is that they are pushing. The movie shows many characters, some in emotional scenes, just once, and then we never see them again. Not just throwaway characters either, developed, unique characters that we get a sense of who they are in the brief time that they are present. To me, this is a showcase on the talent of the actors, the writers, and the director, but also annoying because I want to see more of them. That and the varying locations I plotted earlier are both pros, but also my biggest dislike when it comes to Prophecies of Nostradamus because the main connecting narrative is just not as interesting. Sure, the protagonist is passionate about the world, but everything he does is dwarfed by the emotional parts from the people who we only get a scene or two from. Plus, the inclusion of all these other scenes sort of made me lose interest in the main story. I understand the decision to include them. It shows the global scale of the disasters without unrealistically making the disasters seem to follow the main character around. Sadly, the only solution that comes to mind to work around this would just to put short dialogue-free clips of these other characters and events under a character mention it to or around the main characters. Sadly, this would get rid of most of the emotional scenes and make the best looking ones really brief. Honestly, between the two options, I think that the filmmakers made the best choice, but that doesn't mean that the choice didn't come with its own problems. A lot of scenes don't really make sense and seem pretty random. Sometimes these weird happenings take you out of the movie, but at the same time it makes sense. People are unpredictable, especially when put into such extreme, unpredictable situations. A lot of the miniatures and destruction scenes look great, especially with the close-ups on buildings, but some of the far-away shots look quite toy-like in nature, especially the vehicles. There's some lackluster projection work, and this bat scene is just bad. The bats themselves are pretty unconvincing, and the editing is a bit headache-inducing.
So it was the Prophecies of Nostradamus. Not my favorite movie, but I feel like it's one that's gonna stick in my memory for probably forever. It's got some cool shots. It's got a lot of cool things. If you have a chance to get to watch the Prophecies of Nostradamus, just go ahead and do it. If you have any movies, TV shows you would like me to review, leave a comment below, and thanks for watching.